Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Two Broke Gamers podcast. It's the second part. I'm Ricky.
I'm Steve.
All right. Let's get into this, shall we? All the gaming
Let's
news.
do it.
Black Ops 3 was revealed. It's apparently for next-gen hardware, which you would probably assume they probably skipped the Wii U.
Yeah. They would skip the Wii U.
But they haven't, actually. There's a rumor that's going on because they have on their website, they're hyping Black Ops 3. And there's an option to register your Nintendo ID. So I don't know if it's coming for the Wii U, maybe 3DS version of it. I don't know. But that's interesting. I mean, Black Ops 3.
Even if they do make it for Wii U, let's be real. It's going to sell like 6 copies.
Yeah, I know, but yeah.
It's mainly a PS4, Xbox One game.
And PC game. That's really what it is.
Basically.
Speaking of games that will not be going on the Wii U, or maybe they are, but Project Cars, they hadn't announced the Wii U date or actually the PC date on Steam, but they do have a release date for the PlayStation and Xbox versions. They're coming out later 2015, the Xbox and PS version. Where's the date? Oh, mid-May.
Yeah.
There you go. And mid-May. That's about the closest date they got for that. It's like, okay. And I still, to this moment right now, don't even know what the hell Project Cars is.
I have no idea.
I don't know if it's like another Gran Turismo or if it's supposed to be. It's basically, so far of what I've seen, it's just a really nice graphics engine of cars driving around. That's all I've seen of it. It's like, oh, man, the graphics are great. And it's like, okay. It's like, all right. Good for you. Good for you.
Awesome.
Playtonic, the people who are making the Project Ukulele, which is the spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie, has released a minion. That's it. Like, I need more from this game than that, but I mean, piece by piece.
Yeah.
As long as they get that game done, and
bit by bit, exactly.
And it's good. That's the one thing. That's the main concern. Destiny, remember that one? Remember that game? I knew a lot of people that just quit on that game. They just did not. They're just not bothered with it anymore. But Destiny is going to have an expansion pack, another one, coming May 19th.
Of course.
House of Wolves. That's the second DLC. So that's about it on that one. Tuesday, May 19th, if you're ready for that.
A lot of people are just over Destiny.
If you still play Destiny, that's the part for you. Yeah,
sure. Pay $30 for 5 more minutes of content. Yeah.
More grinding.
Oh, God.
I think we're up to Nintendo news already. What the hell do you know? All right, so, Nintendo. DeNA, the people who are making the mobile games for Nintendo, they are confirming the layoffs that they had. They actually laid off people in San Francisco and in Vancouver, Canada. Interesting enough. Here's a quote. DeNA Group is continually evaluating its game development operations to ensure that it's structured in the best possible way to deliver high-quality mobile games to its consumers worldwide. That's a super PR, statement. So, I mean, they go on to say, they're continuing, this is that, they're continuing with Nintendo. Final quote, today is a sad day as DeNA West, as many of us, myself included, were laid off as part of significant staff reduction. And that's coming from David Fan. He was a product manager at DeNA Studios Canada, and he confirmed the layoffs. There are many of us who are great at what we do and are passionate about our work. There's a lot of good people ready to start new opportunities. Please consider bringing on board some of these ex-DeNAers as they will contribute great things to your team. So, I don't know. Is that a major?
I mean, layoffs always suck.
Layoffs always happen in gaming, too, which is so... I mean, it's common, I guess. It's sad still, but I wanted to continue your point, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just like, layoffs always suck, but, he's right. There are a bunch of people who are good at what they do, and for whatever reason, they were not able to be kept on at DeNA, so bring them on somewhere else and see what they can do there. I wonder if that... But the thing is, will that help or hurt?
I don't know. Because I know Nintendo's making the games. It's just DeNA's putting them out there. As far as the understanding of what I have, unless DeNA probably is making a little bit of the game too. If they are making a little bit or some part of the game for Nintendo, don't you think you kind of want a lot of people to help out with that too? Help out with some quality?
Definitely, but who knows? Maybe they saw things that no one else is seeing.
That's true.
You never know what's actually going on.
I still want to see the final part. I cannot wait for that first Nintendo app and see that first game. And see what the hell happens with that.
We'll see, right?
Speaking of mobile, Level 5 CEO was talking about Fantasy Life 2, which remember Fantasy Life 1 that had a big It was big in like in commercials on TV. It was like all over the place.
Well, I don't really watch TV, so I wouldn't
well,
know.
I mean, I don't think it sold well. Or I don't think I don't think a lot of people like the game anyway. I mean, it faded out really quickly. But now they're talking about skipping the 3DS and just going on mobile for Fantasy Life 2. So here's a quote from Akihiro Hino, talking about everything. Yeah, I'd say Fantasy Life has elements and mechanisms which adults find soothing. Although children play games on dedicated game systems, recently many adults have been playing on smartphones. The supported hardware for this game was decided based on thinking of an environment where more adults play.
Interesting.
Well, a lot of adults do have phones.
Well, I mean, most, like, I'd say 99%.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure phones are everywhere.
That they are. Sorry, I had to drink y'all. Sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah, the mobile scene is going. I mean, hopefully, Fantasy Life will be more successful. They're obviously aiming for a different audience. I mean, I guess they guess that the people who own this thing right here, 3DS, are just kids, not adults. But a lot of people that I know that own a 3DS are adults.
I'm an adult. I got one.
So, I mean, they must be seeing something with stats. Because, I mean, obviously, from what I see and what they see in actual demographics and who's buying these games, it's vastly different.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, or probably just, too, the demographic that they're aiming for just isn't what they wanted. And more kids are wanting to, or, like, don't want to play that game versus the 5 adults that are like, okay, I don't want to play Fire Emblem or Smash Bros. I want to play Fantasy Life, whatever. So...
Who would ever say that? Said no one ever.
Said no one ever. Xenoblade Chronicles X is, I believe, the first game that's going to do this on the Wii U. Since it's so big, it's actually going to allow you to install parts of the game on the actual Wii U or at least external hard drive or whatever the case may be, so that there's faster loading times, which is considerate, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I mean, they do it on other games anyway. PC games have done it if you still do it by disc. PS games and Xbox games, whatever, 3 or 4 or 1 or 360. Yeah, that's confusing.
I mean, I'm all for it. So
especially for how big this game is on the console, that's not really the greatest, but. I mean, give it some. They want to make themselves look good. I mean, they don't want you to wait like 20 years for a
battle scene.
Yeah, like Bloodborne. Bloodborne.
Oh, no.
Every time people, I don't think people are annoyed with Bloodborne. But people, as many times you die, it's just the loading is what's killing people.
Especially how often you die.
Yes, exactly. That just long.
Imagine
if
Dark Souls had really long waiting times in between deaths.
Oh my god.
No, I'd never.
Oh my god! The only thing I remember of dying a lot was Limbo, because you kind of have to die a lot before you can figure out the mystery, or not the mystery, but the puzzle. But imagine there was a long ass loading time for that. You died every turn, at least in your first try. At least. It was such a good game.
Yes.
You gotta check that game out, especially you. Have you played it?
No.
You gotta play that game.
Dope.
Yeah, get it on Steam. It's like usually $2 and like the freaking sales from time to time.
I'll look into it.
Sega is releasing 3D classics. Like, they had the 3D classic before. I think they did like it's basically remixed old games like from Genesis. Like it did it for Sonic 1, I believe, and they did it for Streets of Rage. Well, guess what? Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Streets of Rage 2 and Gunstar Heroes, among others, are going to be released in 3D for the 3DS. So, for the 5 people who still think 3D is cool on the 3DS, you could download that. Well, I guess too. The old 3DS sucked with the 3D, but the new
3DS actually works. It follows your face. So
yeah, so it's actually much better. Have you tried it yet?
I've tried on my friends. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's much better, right? You could actually deal with the 3D better.
Right, like if you accidentally, if you move your face or someone calls you and you look away for a second, it's like it still works.
Mm-hmm. And that it's actually much better. I mean, it's better to play because like even if you're like moving or like even if you're like even if you're like moving,
that's my bad. I was playing on it.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot. But look, if you're just moving it side to side, even like by just pressing buttons, like you lose the 3D automatically. But on the new 3DS, it doesn't happen that way.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's a good.
I mean, I also just don't use 3D anyway because it's like nauseating. But hey, whatever.
I like the 3D, but it's just the moment I like press a button, I lose it, and it just bugs my eyes. I'm like, nope, can't do it.
Yeah.
Not doing it. Now, we talked about Rock Band. I believe they were not coming to the Wii U because of the audience, because I think they were doing the survey and trying to find out, how can we do this? Guitar Hero said, nah, son, we coming to the Wii U with our new game, which I didn't know Guitar Hero was still relevant.
They are making a new game.
Yes, they are.
It was just announced, so.
Yeah, so I guess the people who still have those symbols in the guitars that they have, I don't know if people still play that game, really? I thought that was like old.
I actually the other weekend, my friends and I were playing Guitar Hero together. Guilty as charged.
All right, no judging though. But I mean, like sometimes I feel like games like pass, and then I realize, oh, you know what? They're still. You know what it is? I don't know. I can't even say anything because I could still play my Wii, and I could still play like my GameCube.
I was about to say I still play my GameCube.
Yeah. So I mean, like you can't even judge. I thought like because like for me, I thought Guitar Hero was a fad, kind of like DDR. Like you really see.
No, there are some people actually. There's actually a really funny story about a guy who beat Bloodborne using a guitar.
I did see that one. Yeah.
I was like, are you kidding me? Some people can't beat this game normally. And this guy beat it using a Guitar Hero guitar. It's dope.
Yeah, but I mean, look at like DDR. Like that was a fad to me too. I don't know if a lot of people still even play that game. I don't even see it anymore.
DDR, they have it. It's really big in arcades still.
Yeah, I mean the few arcades that are left.
Yeah, but the ones that are left that have DDR, people still like. There's always a line for DDR. It's crazy.
I've played it a handful of times. I just don't see. I like watching it. Like you see the dudes with the features.
Oh yeah, no, the dudes who are really good at DDR are really fun to watch.
Yeah.
Me personally, if you were to watch me play DDR, I'm like,
doom. That's it. That's how you get it. Like, oh, where's it? I have to look down. How do I look down and look up at the same time? Like, where's the? Okay, no, this is down. This is okay. No, this is not working.
Well, it's like a Smash Bros. It's like.
I don't know. It's different. It's different, man. But I thought those were like fads too. But I guess people.
They're not. Some people take that stuff seriously.
Yeah, and I guess are there any adapters? Because there's I mean, old console to new console. The last Guitar Hero came out in the last gen, so this is coming out new gen. So I don't know if there's gonna be any adapters.
Maybe you got to buy a whole new band set.
You know how much money that was?
100, it was like $200.
Yeah,
for the game. For the game, the cymbals and a guitar, it was, or not the drum set and the guitar, it was like $200.
I gotta settle that right now because I mean, if they're coming out for new gen, I mean, obviously the Wii stuff is easy because the Wii everything transferred from Wii to Wii U. That's nothing. But as far as PS3 to PS4, Xbox to the 360 to Xbox One, I know, yeah, I see it. Audio version, he's putting his fingers together like money. Money.
Basically.
I hate that game. I mean, I hate that song. Money. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't have time to look at that. I'll probably post it on a note here somewhere, like yes or no. Who knows? All right. So, one last thing about the Wii U, Runbow. Remember that game we talked about where basically you can play 9 players and you're basically running on a screen?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
The one to one-upping Smash?
Yeah, no, it's like 8 player. No, we have 9 players. Now, this game actually has some celebrity guests from other games. But they had like Shovel Knight from, Yacht Games.
Really?
Juan and Tostada from Guacamelee. Rusty from Steve World Dig. Swift Thornbrook from Sports Ball, which I don't even know what the hell Sports Ball.
I've heard of like one of these.
Yeah, I know. Well, Sports Ball, I heard of the game. I just never had an interest in playing it. Scram Kitty from Scram Kitty. I didn't know what the hell that is. But all those are going to be included in Runbow as DLC.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's it, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it DLC? No, it's I think it's actually might be in the game. I don't know. But
we'll find out.
Yes. But Runbow seems like an interesting game, but I just don't see myself having 9 people over to play it because
I don't have that many friends.
Yeah, exactly. Sad life.
Probably do. I just don't I don't think we'd ever I'm like, hey everyone, let's play Runbow. Like if you have friends over, we're playing Smash. We're not playing Runbow.
Exactly. Mario Kart maybe. That's it. Like
Smash.
Yeah, no. Mario Kart 2, man. Those are the major ones.
Mario Party, where you want to ruin friendships.
God.
Damn.
I haven't played Mario Kart since the first 3. I haven't even played 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, and I don't have.
I played a few of them.
I don't have any interest in 10.
I didn't play 9 or 10. I think I played a little bit of 8 and down. That's about it.
Yeah, nah. Moving on to Sony stuff because we have nothing on Microsoft. Nothing happened.
Nothing happened on Microsoft.
At least what I saw. Nothing interesting to us anyway. Whatever. As far as Sony, the PS Vita got a memory boost of about 30% with its new update. So changing hardware with updates, man, which I love. Which I believe they're going to do that soon with the PlayStation 4, where they're going to give more RAM. Because they talked about that. No, I'm sorry, I'm confusing it with the Xbox One, but they're basically the same thing. But I know the Xbox was going to change some things. So they allow for 30% more memory usage with games, which makes them run a little bit smoother.
Dope.
Which is cool for that console, but I mean. Nobody really has a Vita.
I mean, well, the Vita's only good if you have a PS4.
Yeah, that's really what it is. I mean, but at this point too, people are finding ways to work around, because I saw an article that they're working around to streaming PS4 games on like Android devices.
Yeah.
And nothing rooted either, nothing hacked, none of that. They just straight up like went around it. I forgot what the hell they did, but they basically you could use a phone to connect it with the PS4, like an adapter that plugs into your phone so you can have it connected or whatnot. Or what was the other option? Oh, using the NVIDIA Shield. You could even stream it that way. But I actually didn't care to see it because I didn't think that would be a big of a deal. Now that we brought it up, it's like, well, sorry guys. I mean, maybe I'll link the article. Who knows?
Yeah.
And that's all we have for just regular stuff. Like the last stuff we have is GameStop. GameStop is actually considering, or actually is doing it.
Yeah, they're actually doing this. I worked there, so I know.
I don't want to have you shout yourself out, dude.
That's all right, whatever.
All right. GameStop is offering to collect your classic consoles, retro gaming, and also they're probably going to sell them eventually. But yeah,
they're offering this like really crazy bundle where it's like you buy one of the older systems like PS3, Xbox One, Xbox 360, or like a Wii, and if you do it like online, you get like the console and like 6 games for like $100. It's like crazy.
Yeah, but this right here is all about trading in for your NES. They're actually accepting old retro
Really? They're going
consoles.
back that far?
Yes. Again, I remember when they used to do it as Funkoland. Throwback for some people. I made a lot of
Funkoland and EB Games.
EB Games. But yeah, no, they're accepting NES, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, PlayStation, N64, Dreamcast, and you could actually purchase them eventually, probably when you get enough. But yes, GameStop is accepting them.
But like who? I don't know. I don't know if I would actually want to trade my 64 in.
No, I'm not that type of person either. But whoever's done it has done it already, or is selling it on eBay, probably for more money anyway. But I don't know how much. Well, here's the thing. They're actually saying that they're going to bring all the product to the refurbished operations center for inspection, testing, repair, and then they're going to sell it that way. Which, if you buy a refurbished system, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. But I mean, like, they're jumping into the retro market because I know there's like a local thing here, like a local store around this area called Play and Trade.
Well, it's not Play and Trade anymore. It's Gotham Games.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's right. It's Gotham Games now. But they rent out and they sell and they trade old retro games too. So you can still get like NES games, Super NES, and all that other stuff. And I think
in the Danbury Mall, there's a store called Level 1 that does the same thing. They have a lot of video
and it's a catching trend. And I believe that's just what GameStop's trying to jump on. They're trying to jump on the people because they've abandoned it. Every new console, they eventually phase out the old one. Like I still remember when they phased out of like the NES games. I still remember buying the last bit of the NES games that I bought from like Funkoland. That's why I still got my gold Zelda 2 because I actually did not. And I actually had the silver one right there, and I opted for the gold one. And the silver one's actually more rare. The
silver one's even rare.
Oh, I was so mad.
Got both, whatever.
Dude, I was actually broke, like fresh out of high school at the time. So, and that was like early 2000s, like, and that was when they still had NES games, mind you. And meanwhile, the 64 was out. But once like that was all phased out, then it was like all the discs one. And now there's like you can't find any GameCube games because I remember like they discontinued GameCube games like what 2-3 years ago now. Because it wasn't fairly recent, maybe even more, probably longer.
It was actually a lot. I'll say it's longer than that because like once the Wii was about 2-3 years old, they were completely donezo with GameCube.
Yeah, I'm going to say like 2009 maybe, 2009, 2010.
I don't know, but it's been a while.
Yeah, because they were selling them for the Wii for a while because you can still play them on the Wii. But then, but they're not phasing out Wii games because you can still play Wii games on the Wii U. Yeah. But there's no more there's still PS3 games, but there's like no more PS2 games at a GameStop. They had PS2 games for a while too.
There is no more though.
Yeah, they're gone. They're done. But there's not like there's any Xbox like the original first one games anymore. It's just 360 and the one. But eventually those are gonna phase out.
Yeah.
And I mean GameStop's known for that, but now they're trying to bring it all back. They're trying to. I don't know if it's a business move because maybe they're not making money. I don't know if it's just the fact that they want to just, take advantage of a market that they kind of lost out on because they stopped selling the old games because they're like, I'll go to like anywhere else that'll take my games. I'll go to like a Salvation Army or one of those thrift shops. I could get the games that way.
Hey, I never thought about doing that.
Yeah. Oh, dude. You may find some gold there or you might find nothing. Yeah. I've tried and I found a lot of nothing. But eBay, eBay's where it's at out anyway. Because
eBay's also where you're going to pay a lot.
Yeah, exactly. You make some money. Yeah, unlike GameStop. I'm sorry to say, but I mean that's the thing. I didn't even take a look, but you probably get like 1 cent credit with all these retro games or something.
Well, probably. I don't know.
The GameStop trade though.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is it for the show. That's the show this week.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, no, we didn't have that much. Not that much went on.
Yeah,
I mean, other than like the big releases and stuff, that was about it.
Yeah, that was it. A lot of Nintendo stuff, the normal stuff. That's really it. So we hope you enjoyed this informative show today.
Yeah.
You can catch us at our Twitters. Steve.
At Steve B. Agilism. It's AGILISM.
Yes, and I'm at Terrick, which I'm going to put out down there. It's TEH_Rick. You can follow our actual podcast one at Two Broke Gamers Podcast, or excuse me,
the Two Broke Gamers Pod.
At Two Broke Gamers Pod with the number 2. And the WordPress, our blog, twobrokegamers.wordpress.com. We'll catch you guys next week.
Well, wait. Also, if you're listening on YouTube, make sure you
subscribe,
comment, all that good stuff, man.
Yeah. You like the likes that we've been getting so far.
Yeah.
I like it. So, yeah, just show us some love, and we'll see you all next week. Peace.